Okay, let's make this quick, easy, and simple. You know what an iceberg is. You've seen it literally everywhere on YouTube. You know what Ultrakill is. If you don't... Okay, quick heads up before we begin. There are spoilers for Ultrakill in this video. We're going to be covering the early game, mid game, late game, all the 9 yards. So if you want to experience Ultrakill spoiler free, make sure to watch this video later. Alright, let's head into the Ultrakill Iceberg. Hey, just really quickly before we start, I kind of made this video to be background noise in case you were playing, drawing, maybe resting, stuff like that. So I didn't put much visuals into this. I put a few edits, and I have some Ultrakill gameplay footage that was filmed by me, so you don't get that bored. Yeah, enjoy. Layer 1, Limbo. This layer is for knowledge that is well known across the Ultrakill community or just people that have heard of the game. Style. Style refers to a meter in-game that levels your flashiness and coolness. It rewards you for doing things that take more effort, like headshotting an enemy or hitting a coin with your gun. It's basically like an arcade game score where you try to get the most style possible in your run. Ranks. Ranks refer to a score in-game that you get when you beat a level. It mainly relies on 4 factors. The first being the amount of kills you got, aka the amount of enemies that you killed. The more enemies you killed, the better. The second is the style that you got, which I just talked about. Basically, the more style you get, the better. And the third is your time. How fast you beat the level. The quicker, the better. The fourth and final factor is if you died or not. And depending on your amount of deaths, your rank will lower. The less deaths, the better. The main core of the game is getting P ranks on levels, which is basically the highest rank you can possibly get in Ultrakill. It is very difficult and requires mastery of the game to get the highest possible score on every rank requirement. Secret Mission. A secret mission is a level that you access by going through a secret exit. Not all levels have a secret exit, it's specifically 1 level per layer, but if you go through the secret exit in that level, you get access to the secret mission. A secret mission is a level in the game that goes through a different genre. For example, the first secret mission in the game is 0S in Prelude, which is a play on a horror game. The second one is 1S in Limbo, which is a play on the puzzle game. And each of them have names that are specifically puns or plays on a word. Like for example, 1S, which is the puzzle game, has the name The Witless, which is a play on a popular puzzle game called The Witness. Slam Storage. Slam Storage is a movement trick in Ultrakill, where, when you're wall hopping, on one of them, you stomp to the ground, but before hitting the ground, you jump from the wall. While this happens, the game still thinks that you're stomping, but you will no longer be directly going down on the ground. This causes something called a slam storage, where you keep the momentum and energy of your slam, but without the movement of it. Once you have successfully finished your slam storage, when you fall down on the ground, jump right as you're about to hit the ground. This will allow you to jump far greater than if you just regularly jumped. This will allow you to get to heights that the game didn't intend you to go to. For example, parry. A parry is a move that you can do in Ultrakill. Specifically, it's punching an enemy's attack / projectile and either throwing it back at them or just deflecting all the damage you would have gotten. An example would be punching an enemy's hell or back at them, or you have to admit, that was pretty cool, right? yeah, right. And it's not like it took me like like only 5 hours to get that. Like I wasn't grinding for 5 hours to get that pair dash jump. A dash jump is when you dash and then jump right after commencing the dash. This gives your jump the same properties as if you were dashing, so your jump gains a lot of momentum, and I mean a lot. This is perfect for starting quick movements that lead to you walking or moving for a long period of time. New Blood. New Blood is a studio, and it's a studio that makes games. It made Ultrakill, and it made a lot of other noticeable games too, like for example Faith the Unholy Trinity and Dusk. They are not the most popular studio, but they have a bunch of fans and a massive Discord server. In fact, that Discord server just happens to be Ultrakill's official Discord server. If you like Ultrakill, you should join it. Hakita. Hakita is the creator of Ultrakill and helped with a lot of its creation. I mean, he was the one who incepted the idea, and he also makes most, if not all of the music for Ultrakill, barring a few tracks. He was very dedicated to this, and to be honest, I respect him because he's also very active in the community. He hears what the fans think, and, well, he decides to put it if he wants to. Very respectable person. Layer 2. Lust. This layer deals with topics that the Ultrakill community knows well, but might be lost on people who don't know the game, or people who have just started playing the game. Slide hop. A slide hop, or a bunny hop if you're that kind of guy, is performed when you jump and slide at the same time. This lets you jump while having the same properties as sliding, so you go really fast. It's great for momentum, it's great for speed, and it's even better if you have a way to give yourself momentum, aka a dash jump. If you use the slide hop with the dash jump, this is how it should look like. Speedrunning. There is a lot of speedrunning in Ultrakill. I mean, that's what happens when you have an in-game timer. There's a very big speedrunning community. In fact, one of the channels on the Ultrakill server is speedrunning, as well as one being speedrunning info. It's a very big meta, with a lot of tricks and a lot of tips. Mainly, the biggest speedrun is level percent, where it's basically just beating one level as fast as you can, any level you want. Me, myself, I actually spent quite a lot of time trying to speedrun 5-4 Leviathan, but, yeah, I kinda sucked at it. Shotgun swapping. It's a shooter game, there was gonna be shotgun swapping. If you don't know, there are multiple variants of your weapons, including multiple shotguns. And shotguns usually have quite a long cooldown for you to be able to shoot again. That's their trade-off for the high damage. But if you constantly switch your shotgun variants, then that cooldown just won't exist. It will be nulled by the fact that you're switching it to an already ready shotgun. An example of using it would be like this. For this next one, I'm gonna hand the $2 mic to my friend Hafiz Ardley Lad. You should check out his YouTube channel, which is by the same name, linked in the description. He does a lot of cool things. Take it away.
The reason V2 can't consume blood. This refers to the fact that when fighting V2, he cannot heal from your blood instantly like V1 can. V2 is far more durable than V1, and he still absorbs blood, but he can't heal himself immediately. Eventually, V2 has to use all the blood he's stored inside of him to heal himself when he is out of combat.
blood glitch. In early versions of Ultrakill, there was a really weird glitch where the corpses of enemies would still drop fresh blood for you, so you could farm health off of dead enemies, allowing you to basically gain infinite health with each enemy that you killed. Thankfully, it was patched pretty quickly, and unless you downgrade your system, you no longer are able to get to this. Prime Sanctums. So remember the secret missions where each layer had a secret exit? That still applies for the final layer of an act, but differently. That exit is only unlocked after you P-rank each level in that act. In fact, one it also includes Prelude for some reason, I don't know. And basically, when you enter, you get access to an entirely new level, but this time, instead of being a new genre, it's a new kind of difficulty. You have to fight two incredibly difficult bosses, one of them being a prison that likes to use orb attacks on you, and the other is a prime soul, which we'll get to later. In short, they're the souls of King Minos, which you fight in lust, and King Sisyphus, which you never fight, but you see in greed. And, well, they're fan favorite levels for a reason. They're incredibly difficult. Probably the most difficult challenges that this game can give you. In short, they're your reward, slash punishment, for P-ranking an entire act. If you haven't fought one yet, I told you there were spoiler warnings, but yeah, good luck. V1's ability to think. In 4-4, aka your second fight with V2, aka the rematch, aka the worst boss in the game, I mean, in that fight, in the second phase, V2 will run out of the pyramid and start sliding down the pyramid. You have to chase him. You've done the fight, you know it. But V1 will say a really weird thing before it starts. You're not getting away this time. Now this is weird because the other prompts in the game have been tips on how to use things, or things that have been said by other people, i.e. Pipeclip still lives, which we'll talk about later. But this one raises the question, can V1 think, or can V1 talk? Layer 3, Gluttony. This layer is for things that even people in the Ultrakill community might not know, but quite a lot of people do. Projectile boost. Projectile boost is a thing that you can do in the game. It's basically, you shoot a bullet and you punch that same bullet. You can only do this with a few types of bullets, specifically shotgun shells and the cannonball. I mean, I guess you can punch your own coin, but that doesn't really take off the projectile boosting. This is done to raise the damage on your cannonball slash shotgun shells, and it's also done for style, since it gives a pretty good style bonus if you spam it, aka shotgun swapping. Time out really quickly. A bunch of people asked me, hey, why is this on tier 3 and not tier 2 or something? But you don't understand. I've seen so many people. They play the game and they go the entirety of it from 0-1 to 6-2 without ever using projectile boost. Like ever. They never do it. Like ever. Like how is that even possible? The game literally tells you how to do it. The game literally tells you how to do it. Like, come on. They don't slide hop. They don't dash jump. Yeah, they don't dash jump. They just did the 3 goddamn dashes over the space in 2-1. Like, oh my god. Nuke. A nuke is performing a core eject and then shooting that core eject with your malicious rail cannon, causing a huge explosion, the biggest red explosion in the entire game. If you're wondering, red explosions are just much more powerful and bigger orange explosions. This is specifically used to set a lot of things on fire, have a large area of effect radius, or launch yourself high distances like you just saw me doing in the video. Slide steam. While sliding, if you look behind you, you actually let off steam. This is because you're going so unbelievably fast, and well, V1's butt is scraping throughout the floor, what could be a fiery, sandy floor, yeah, some steam is gonna come off. Rocket properties. Rockets have incredibly weird properties compared to all the other bullets. For example, you can ride them, like you see me doing right now. There's a good rhythm to do this. You freeze frame, shoot, dash, and then try and unfreeze as you're right past the rocket. This will allow you to ride it properly. Now there is one cool thing about rockets, and it's that if they are freeze framed or not, it's just easier to do it with freeze frame, and you whiplash them to a position that is not under you, they will explode with a red explosion that deals a lot of damage. This can be useful for launching yourself and doing a lot of damage to enemies that are close to you. Pipe Clip. Pipe Clip is a speedrunning trick using 0-1 into the fire, aka the first level of the game. You must slide into this pipe in an incredibly weird angle in order for you to clip through the level's hitbox, and allows you to basically fly through the level. This is using speedrunning in order to just fly your way on over to the boss room, aka the best way to speedrun the level. Sock on. Okay, there, I said haha, funny, anyway, let's move on. Sock on stands for Saw Controversy, which basically meant that in the Saw Your Heart update, which is when they added saw blades, the alternate version of the nail gun, they forgot to add weight to the saws. This caused you to be able to stack an infinite amount of saws on a magnet, aka breaking the game's difficulty entirely. You could destroy any and all bosses, you just stacked enough saws on them. Obviously there was the 10 limit, but you could just wait for more. It was honestly incredibly broken, and Hakita patched it pretty quickly, and I'm happy he did that. But that's not even the scariest accidental overpower of a weapon. You'll see that in the next tier. Gay bullying. You bully Gabriel. You kill him as fast as you can, as flashy as you can. They're done. So, if it wasn't obvious from the title, this is a two-parter video. This is the first part, and the second part hopefully comes out soon. I don't know, I'm so burnt out from doing this. But, well, you got to the end. I'm capping it here because, well, we're at the end of the third layer, and if I cap it here, the second part also gets 3 layers. And, well, makes sense. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be, right? So if you've made it this far, thank you so much for sticking around. I hope you'll be with me in the next part.